Hey everyone and welcome to Skyworld. In this video we're going to visit Dallas and Fort Worth. Together they form the fourth largest metropolitan area in the U.S. These cities were initially developed due to the construction of major railroad lines through the area, allowing access to cotton, cattle, and later oil in North and East Texas. The construction of the international highway system and an international airport reinforced their prominence as a transportation hub. Let's see what makes it such a desirable destination. Let's start with Dallas. Dallas is the ninth most popular city in the U.S. with a population of 1.3 million people and the third largest city in Texas after Houston and San Antonio. Downtown is the heart of the city and it's home to headquarters of many international companies like 7-Eleven at Texas Instruments, Southwest Airlines, and GameStop. Uber was planning to build its headquarters here also, but plans have been put on hold for now. Downtown Dallas is a continuously grown area with a beautiful art scene, urban green spaces, fine dining, and shopping. Yes, it's a business city, but there's more to it. In the Arts District in downtown you find Clyde Warren Park. It's a popular spot to hang out or attend the festival or get some food from the food trucks. Perro Museum of Natural and Science is a natural history and science museum with lots of exhibit holes from dinosaurs to the solar system. Dallas Museum of Art, it has a collection of more than 24,000 objects dating from the 3rd millennium BC to the present day, and they even have workshops for artists. Dallas World Aquarium is pretty awesome too. On the upper level of the aquarium you'll find an artificial reproduction of the Orinoco rainforest, and the lower level houses aquaria featuring fish, coral, jellyfish, and other sea animals from around the world. Downtown Dallas feels kind of empty. Look, it's the middle of a business day and there's not too many people outside. How's that? Well, partly has to do with the fact that there are underground tunnels just like in Houston where people can hide away from the heat. There's a great variety of restaurants, and of course there are a lot of Tex-Mex restaurants, and the most recognized symbol of downtown Dallas is the Reunion Tower, a famous observation deck with a restaurant. The ATT Discovery Center offers interactive installations in a high-tech park with jazz concerts and global restaurants. Dallas, like many other major cities in the U.S., has a homeless problem, and you'll see a lot of homeless people in the streets. A friend, Mark, who's a minister at a local church, organizes free meals for them every Sunday. Mark, tell me what's going on here. Yeah, we have an indoor service every Sunday, and then we have an outdoor service we started after our windows were broken out. And one of the neat things that's happened is one of the wealthiest guys in Dallas, who owns a lot of these big buildings, he came to us anonymously, does not want any recognition. He said, I want to feed the people every week, so one of the finest hotels in Dallas gives us free hot meals for up to 500 people every Sunday. Right now we're feeding about 200 at Sunday. But perhaps the most significant aspect of Dallas history is the place where John F. Kennedy was shot. His motorcade was passing through Dealey Plaza on November 22nd, 1963. He was fatally shot from a nearby building by Lee Harley Oswald, a U.S. Marine veteran. 6th floor in the corner, see the white plastic square? That's where Oswald was hiding. On November 22nd, 1963, President J.F. Kennedy was in Dallas. This is where he was assassinated after motorcade was going on. This 2 Street rang out from the 6th floor in that villain and hit President in the neck and in the head. There's John F. Kennedy Memorial Plaza, a monument to Kennedy erected in 1970. You can also visit the 6th floor museum at Dealey Plaza to learn more about it. Right next to it you'll find this interesting looking red brick building. What is that? It's called the Old Red Museum of Dallas, and it was the original courthouse of Dallas. Dallas is going through a revitalization with new townhouses and apartments being built, and there are some fancy neighborhoods like Dallas Farmers Market surrounded by skyscrapers. Farmers Market brings a taste of farm life to the big city, so they were able to transform this area into something livable. We at where it's actually comfortable to live and to go outside and to walk. No walkable areas are hard to find in America. People love to drive, but they were able to do this in this farmers market area, and I think the rest of the downtown area is going through this gentrification process when young people are actually moving downtown because they love the city vibes and city living. Here you find local food, produce, and flavors from all over the world. It's a great neighborhood with modern apartments that has undergone a revitalization renovation in recent years, and now it's one of the most sought-after areas in Dallas to live, attracting young families and professionals who want to make their homes relaxing retreats while still enjoying the amenities of an urban atmosphere. We're spread out city-like. It's not a compact city. There's still a lot of driving involved, Yeah, you gotta drive to your walking excursion. Question: what's your favorite part of the city? We love Oak Cliff, Texas. Yeah, that's where we live. Yeah, of course. It very artsy community. Yeah, and it's very diverse. We love diversity. That was very cool. The Deep Ellum district next door used to be a jazz and blues hot spot in the 1920s. Today it's a trendy arts area with hundreds of bars and concert venues. It's a live and play neighborhood with antique stores, tattoo parlors, coffee shops, and more. One of the first things you're going to notice upon entering Deep Ellum is a 20-foot tall 3-part art installation dubbed the Traveling Man. This metallic ambassador is a great example of urban art, but my impression was that this area gets pretty rowdy at night. It did not feel family-friendly neighborhoods. Some say people in Dallas are a little too materialistic compared to the rest of Texas. Maybe let's take a look at some of its neighborhoods. Highland Park. It has been ranked the 7th richest place in the United States. Highland Park and its neighbor University Park are the best educated cities in Texas, with around 75% of adults aged 25 or older holding an associate degree or higher. In the year 2000, the median income for a family was $200,000, so in 2022 is probably a lot higher. Highland Park has earned a reputation for having some of the most expensive property prices in the Dallas area. Median home sale price is at $1.8 million. It's a fantastic place to live, even have an equivalent of Beverly Hills. Highland Park Village. While you're in this neighborhood, you can visit George W. Bush Presidential Center and Library and Meadows Museum, which is an arts museum located on the campus of Southern Methodist University and nicknamed Prado on the Prairie. It perfectly embodies the statement that quality overcomes quantity, since its relatively small size does not prevent it from being the most comprehensive gallery of Spanish art. Next neighborhood, Knox Henderson. It's one of the city's most vibrant nightlife districts, packed with colorful Tex-Mex diners, upscale gastropubs, and late-night cafes. Next neighborhood, Swiss Avenue. It was the first plant development district in the U.S. Every house had to be different. There were a lot of deed restrictions, like homes had to be at least 2 stories high in height and constructed on the exterior of brick or masonry, and have custom design. Each home had to cost at least $10,000 to build, and as a result, very grand homes were built on Swiss Avenue. These houses were built in the 1920s. Oklahoma. It's an upscale district known for Cedar Springs Road, the heart of the city's gay scene. It's lined with lively bars and nightclubs, as well as venues for karaoke, drag shows, and country and western dancing. The West Village district is a walkable urban village in the uptown area. It's very European-like, where you have retail on the ground floor and departments upstairs, which is not very common in the U.S. The lively bar and restaurant scene along the McKinney Avenue attracts young singles, while 30-something professionals tend to settle in the modern town homes near Knox and Cold Streets. North Dallas is one of the most prestigious places to live in Dallas, with large estates and tree-lined streets. You feel like you're in the quiet comfort of the suburbs, but with the city address. This is also where you find the headquarters of Texas Instruments. He used to have a sign on the thing. He said trespassers will be shot, survivors will be shot a second time. Another Dallas hidden gem is the Bishop Arts District, located in the heart of North Oakland and West Dallas. It's home to independent boutiques, restaurants, bars, coffee shops, and art galleries, making it one of Dallas's most unique neighborhoods. It's known for its diverse nightlife, chic independent fashion stores, and colorful street art. It's a distinct community with a feel of a small town. This is my favorite street taco joint in Dallas, El Taqueria CI. You know, you can tell it's a popular place because there's a line in front of it. Got some real Mexican tacos. How's it going, man? Pretty good. So I saw you with a camera. What's that all about? I had a honey business for about 6 years in Texas, and then now I decided to become a professional photographer. And originally, I'm from Ethiopia. Yes, wow. I worked my way into Houston. Dallas, I don't like that. Dallas is pretentious. Everything is about money. Like, oh, I have this or I have that or kind of thing. Houston is like a melting pot of society. It's like you're from Africa, you're from Asia, you're from Europe, you're from Russia, Antarctica, for all that matters. There's someone there from everywhere, you know. normal. So Houston is fun. What's the like best thing you love about America then? It doesn't matter what you want to be in. You want to be a drug dealer. You want to be a professor at a university. You want to. Whatever it is that you want to do right. As long as you apply yourself. Like if you try hard, you're going to make it right. Yeah. The result is that when it comes to public transportation, they have historic streetcars running downtown free to the public. Very nice. Dallas is also home to the most extensive light rail system in the country called DART that spans 85 miles across 61 stations. Nonetheless, the car is still the primary mode of local transportation. They're constantly trying to make Dallas a better place to live. For example, the city plans to put I-35 highway underground, something similar to what they did in Boston. There are a lot of public art objects, like giant eyeball, which is a 30 feet tall realistically rendered fiberglass sculpture of a human eyeball. Pioneer Plaza, a herd of longhorn cattle, sculptures near the Dallas City Hall. This sculpture was the idea of a real estate developer, Trammell Crow, who wanted an iconic Western sculpture in the city of Dallas. This bridge is called Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge, and it spans the Trinity River. It was named after Dallas philanthropist Margaret Hunt Hill. There are many lakes in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. One of them is White Rock Lake. It's one of the city's gems for outdoor recreation. It spans over 200 acres and gives you plenty of space to kayak, cycle, or play with your four-legged friend along the lake. You'll find the Dallas Arboretum, a San Antonio is botanical garden with a series of fountains and lush vibrant scenery.